Assalamu alaikum, everybody. My name is Todd Shea. I am the founder and CEO of Comprehensive Disaster Response Services. Some of you may wonder, what does that have to do with Quratoulain Baloch and what happened with the bear? So I'm going to explain to you. First of all, Comprehensive Disaster Response Services has been working in Pakistan since the Zalzala of 2005. We've worked in every disaster zone, including up till now the 2025 floods. We are working in Munir, Swat, Skurdu, Shidder Valley, Chinio, Narawal, and we have so far, in the last couple of weeks since we've been doing this mission, helped over 25,000 people and over 1,000 animals, and that operation continues. Mostly we are giving food packs, clean drinking water, and we're doing surveys to help people rebuild their homes. Now, Quratoulain Baloch has been working, and we can provide these photos to you later as well. Anybody wants copies of these, we can get them to you. Quratoulain Baloch has been affectionately known as QB by Pakistan, as one of the treasured singers of Pakistan, has been working as a volunteer with CDRS, pretty much secretly almost. Since 2010, when she was, I think, 21 years old, before she was a singer. In fact, I helped her start her music career by pointing her in that direction of music, telling her that her voice was phenomenal and she should try that. So this is a long association of many years with CDRS, since back in 2010, when we met her. And we've been working here in Pakistan since 2005, where I came here from America with a group of Pakistani-American doctors. Now I have 135 employees, a beautiful family, my wife Fozia, baby Sultan, who's 4 years old. I embraced Islam, and we are a presidentially awarded non-profit organization working in Pakistan. We are twice certified by Pakistan Center for Philanthropy. We are tax exempt from FBR. We are cleared by every law enforcement and security entity in the country, from national to local police. So we have been at this for a long time. QB has been working with us in animal welfare, in distribution of items in floods. She was with us in Balochistan, she's been with us in Charsada, she's been with us in Skurdu, and she's been with us here in Islamabad. Many different missions that she has supported on, without fanfare or going to the media and showing everything of what she's doing, because she loves the people of Pakistan, she loves the children, she wants to help the animals, the poor people. So she's done many things that have gone unreported. And it would have probably continued that way, but as fate would have it, she was with me in Skurdu. We went to Shidder Valley and we did a mission there to provide food packs for the affected human beings in that very remote district with my team. And I will let, just for those who need translation, I will let Salman, my employee and my associate, to translate for you what I just said to the best of his ability. And then I will go on to the story of what happened up there when we were doing the relief work and how this bear attack happened. It did not happen because she was filming a music video. It did not happen because she was trying to feed a bear. It did not happen because she was teasing a bear or trying to do a TikTok video. All of that misinformation, please, I've called you all here today to ask you to please help me to show the truth. We have some video evidence to show you, and we just want that the real story and the true story is told so that you, the media, who wants to know the true story, and the people who listen to you and respect you for getting the truth, that they will get the truth. So many people love QB, and they don't know what happened because we have been busy working on her, getting her injuries taken care of. So some of those people who were either not involved or were not fair, they made stories and they put them out in the media, and we were silent because we were sincerely caring about QB, the human being, and getting her healthy. I just now, 10 minutes ago, checked her out of the hospital at Shifa International Hospital, where she had surgery just yesterday on her arms. She has her injuries, not life-threatening, thanks God, but they are serious and they had to have surgery to be done. So even her stitching and her suturing will not be done until later by the weekend because of the way they have to clean the wounds. So this is the first part, and then we will now go to the second part after translation.
السلام علیکم جی، مسلمان قاضی ہیں، میڈیا ڈائریکٹر CDRS برادر ٹاڈ نے جیسے آپ کو بتایا کہ تقریباً اگلے مہینے ہم 8 اکتوبر کو اپنی 2 دہائیاں الحمدللہ مکمل کرنے لگے ہیں ٹاڈ سے امریکہ سے یہاں آ کے پاکستان کی خدمت کرنے میں، اور وہ صدارتی ایوارڈ یافتہ اور پاکستان سے سینٹر فار فلانتھروپی سے سرٹیفائڈ، اور الحمدللہ ایک کلین اور انٹارنشڈ ریپوٹیشن، جو کہ آپ کو پتہ ہے ہمارے حلقے میں ایک نایاب چیز ہے. الحمدللہ وی بن ہیلپنگ دی ہیومینٹی ان آل کلیمٹیز. ہم ہر آفت زدہ علاقے میں الحمدللہ بلوچستان کے ان دور دراز علاقوں سے جہاں ریاست کے بہت ساری مشینری جو ہے وہ جاتے ہوئے سوچتی ہے، الحمدللہ ہم لوگ وہاں پہ اپنی ایک اعلیٰ ٹیم کی مدد سے کود پڑتے ہیں، اور ہم وہاں پہ 2022 کے فلڈ میں، اس سے پہلے زلزلے سے شروع ہو کے یہ چیز جیسے ٹاڈ نے آپ کو بتایا، اس وقت بھی ہماری آپریشن ٹیم جو ہے وہ پاکستان کے طول و عرض میں اپنی خدمات سے انجام دے رہی ہے. اور قراتعین بلوچ کا جیسے آپ کو بتایا کہ وہ جیسے بہت سارے اور آرٹسٹ حضرات اور دوسرے جو واکس آف لائف کے لوگ ہوتے ہیں، ان کا دل دکھتا ہے ہم سب کی طرح انسانیت کی مدد کے لیے، تو وہ بھی اپنا رول جو ہے وہ کئی سالوں سے 2010 سے جیسے آپ کو ٹاڈ نے بتایا کہ وہ مختلف کیپیسٹیز میں اپنا رول ادا کر رہی تھی. اور اس وقت بھی وہ ہم آپ کو جو ہے وہ تصویری اس کے شواہد بھی فراہم کریں گے کہ وہ ریلیف ورک کے لیے وہاں پہ تھی اور والنٹیئر تھی، جس کا کہنے کا مطلب یہ ہے کہ وہ اپنی کیپیسٹی میں وہاں پہ تھی اور ان کا کوئی ذاتی یا اپنے فن سے متعلق کوئی کسی قسم کی مصروفیات کے لیے وہ وہاں پہ نہیں تھی. اور اس کی تفصیلات یہ ہمارے ہیرو بیٹھے ہیں شہباز، یہ ہمارے
So basically, QB to me is like a little sister, and I'm like an elder brother for many years. So I love QB the singer, but I care about QB the human being. So when we were doing the relief work and she was with me, she expressed an interest, since she was already up in the northern areas, that she would like to enjoy DSI and the camping and the mountains and just enjoy that area. And so I said, sure. So she wanted to go with our driver that we hired, who made a lot of big mistakes, and we will talk about that. We will talk about the public safety issues that this highlights, because that is even more important perhaps than anything else, is people that go up there now that should know certain things so that they don't get the same thing or worse happen to them. So when I sent her and I said, okay, I'm flying back to Islamabad because I have other flood relief work to do, so if you want to take 2 days to go camping, so with the driver, okay, fine, but please take one of my team with you. So Shehbaz was with us to film the relief work that we're doing and take photographs so that we prove to our donors and our friends that what we are doing, because otherwise they don't know what we've done. So that's his role in our organization, and he was there with us. So my other team was busy doing relief work, so I said, Shehbaz, please go and just look after QB if she needs something. I wasn't thinking of a bear, to be honest with you, that he will be involved in that, but I was just thinking to, help her if she needs something, if she needs help setting up a tent, be nearby in case anything happens where she might need something, right? So we did talk about bears. I told her there's bears in the DSI, but when we did the research and we talked to the people who know, even before we got there, and then when they got there, they asked the people there. They asked the tourist police. They asked the people working at the campsite in the restaurant that where we should camp. They walked around, and it was those people who chose where there's a tent site. And he will show you by the evidence that there are active campsites with burn pits for where people put campfires. This was not some forbidden area that we're not allowed. We were told that this is where you can camp. This is where you can go. And we went there. That's where they went. We were also told that, yeah, a bear comes along every now and then. Some bears come. We feed them even, but they don't bother anybody. They never bother anybody. So this is what we were told. So I thought that having Shehbaz along with the driver, just added extra protection for her to be safe from anything, not necessarily from bear. My whole thing was just to have somebody else to look after. So they went up to the mountains that day after I flew back to Islamabad, and they had a wonderful time, and they got up there and they set up the camp where the officials told them to camp, and they did everything that they're supposed to do. They didn't have any food in the tents. They did nothing to attract or provoke any bear. In fact, they never saw the bear. In fact, to this day, QB did not see the bear because she was sleeping in her tent. She had gone to sleep about 15 minutes before this thing happened. Luckily, by Allah, Shehbaz was in the car, the SUV, because he was still working on the computer. He hadn't gone to his tent. His tent was set up about 4 meters, 5 meters from, you'll see, from where QB's tent was. And he had not yet gone to the tent for sleep. He was in the vehicle doing some work on his computer. The driver had gone because he wanted to go have a party. In fact, he wanted to take the vehicle because he liked the stereo system. They were having a party on the other side, 500,000 yards away, whatever it is, the other side of the campground, near the restaurant. And he said no, said, we just need the vehicle just in case, leave it here. So they left the vehicle. It was just him and QB there. Nobody came running. All of these people in the media, were talking to the media, who had said that they were there and they scared the bear, and all this, it really makes me angry that I read these people saying, we chased off the bear when it was attacking QB, we fended off the bear, we saved their life, presenting themselves as hero to all of you and to the nation. It's baloney. It's absolute baloney. He was the only one there with her. She was asleep in the tent, and when that bear came, it was night, it was dark, nobody knew. He was minding his own business, doing work on the computer. All of a sudden, QB felt something heavy come right on top of her head. So just instantly, just by reflex, she put her arms to like protect her head, and then that bear started clawing and digging. It just ripped through that tent like butter and started clawing and digging. That's where her arms got hurt. But thanks God, she screamed, and it distracted the bear for a second. As soon as she screamed, he looked up. He saw a bear, full-grown grizzly bear, doing a predatory attack, unprovoked, slicing through the tent, and just sitting there, bigger than the tent. This was a 7 to 8 foot tall beast. Okay? He could have made a decision right then. He's in the car. He could have said, my God, how can I save her? She's right there. I can't save her. I have to save myself. I have to get this car and get out of here. Because a full-grown grizzly bear, if they want to, they can tear a car apart. They can tear through the window like it's butter. I know that for a fact. This is a miracle of Allah, that she wasn't ripped apart in a second. But with her scream and with him banging on the roof, he started banging on the roof. That bear got distracted just for a second or two. And she ran out of that tent, which was completely flattened and crumpled. She ran out of the tent and got in the car. And they drove. And even after they drove, that bear followed them for 12 meters or more. Followed them and got very near to the car like he wanted to chase it. So he was looking for a meal. Why was he looking for a meal? I found out later upon investigation, nobody up there is enforcing safety. The guys at the restaurant are feeding the bear. The tourists are feeding the bear. We didn't feed the bear. He didn't feed the bear. Nobody's feeding the bear. Nobody had food, but people before are feeding the bear, which means the bear is associating people with food. And if somebody is associating with people with food, you're a bear and you're fed, then you go to some people and they don't have a food, then that person, the people becomes, to the bear, they are food. Now the people become food. And this is for people that are professional, tourist people and tourist police and professionals running the campground, they should know better. They must know that feeding the bears should be off limits, because that makes the bears come closer and it makes them lose their fear of the human beings. So this is the part that is a public safety for each and every one of you and your families and anybody that wants to go visit there. Because of climate change, the bears' habitat and their food sources have dwindled. So now the bears are hungrier. They have to add layers of fat in the summer because they for 3 months they'll go in a cave and hibernate. They need the fat store, so they have to eat. So if climate change is affecting their ecosystem and the food chain, the plants and the animals they eat, because they're omnivores. They'll eat berries, they'll eat fruit, they'll eat animals, they'll eat people, they'll eat anything they can get a hold of. So that's how a bear operates. So this bear, probably very hungry, probably affected, and other bears too. So this creates a new danger. Maybe in 30 years there's not been an attack like this, but now there's been one. And this is a red flag, alarm bell for everyone to understand that these bears are now more desperate, more hungry, and they will come to campgrounds looking for food. And if people don't feed them, they will eat them. They will attack them. There was the next day, these people have told you all that they've shut down the campground after this incident. Baloney, he went up there the next day to retrieve some of his belongings that got left in the melee, that he was so worried about QB and getting her to safety, he left his own stuff. So he went back the next day to get his stuff, and he talked to some of these people. Yeah, he's got the evidence. And there was still people camping there. Not that many, because school has started, it's starting to be, the season's over, the floods are going, so there was less people. But there was a family there with a 7-year-old child the next day. So you think those people, they said they shut down the campgrounds? I've read in all the media, we've shut down the campgrounds for the next 2 months because of this incident. Well, then why were people camping there? Why was there a 7-year-old child there who could have easily been a snack for the bear? A snack. I would have been dinner. QB was just an appetizer. He's just an appetizer. But they will take a child as a little taste, a little starter. This is how a bear thinks. They will easily go after the weakest thing they can see. They see that child, and if they think they have a chance, they will take that child. So this is I'm sorry to say, for the relevant officials up there who are talking to the media and telling them a lot of nonsense. They were in a restricted area. They were probably feeding the bears. They probably had food in the tent. They were not doing this. Every single thing they did right, and they took every precaution. They didn't do a single thing to provoke or attract the bear. But because of mismanagement at that camp by the officials, this is why this happened. Not only that, I'll tell you one other very, very sad thing. The bear was actually seen an hour before the attack on the other side of the camp by our driver and some people that work there, and they've admitted it on the tape you'll hear. So they have seen that bear, and later on we asked, why didn't you come and warn QB and Shehbaz that bear is there on the other side? They said, we chased it away. 10 or 15 of us people, we made noise and we threw some rocks and we chased away. And so that bear has run away. We thought it will not come back. How stupid. Do they understand that a bear can run 56 miles an hour faster than the fastest Olympic sprinter? And they can go all around. They have this great sense of smell, and they can be in the dark, and anywhere in that campground they can come back. And those people were so stupid to think that they chased the bear off, so the bear, everyone is safe now. How stupid. People need to be retrained up there. I'm not saying they're bad people, but their training is very poor. And the departments that are responsible for training the people that work at that campground, they must be held taken to task and held to account, because this is why this has happened. I'm sorry to say. I have nothing personal against these people. But they're trying to now, everyone is trying to make themselves the hero and blame the victims and blame the one real hero who actually really saved her, really actually saved her. And they're saying that he was wrong and they saved her and they chased the bear away. It's what the British say, poppycock.
So basically टॉड ने दूसरे हाफ के अंदर ये बताया है कि ये सारा इंसिडेंट कैसे